championship.
I'm gonna do this all as a series, I think. So I'm gonna try to do. So we're gonna delete that one. I was only in the national championship game of that one. I wasn't super far ahead of it. But let's start a new one.
I'm going to put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
Alright, so where do I want to go? I guess I should make my character first, but I've gone to Florida the last couple times we've done it, but I've gotten drafted by the Raiders once, and I couldn't do that. As a Chiefs fan, I just couldn't. So I just quit and started a new one. Yo, that guy actually somewhat looks like me. A little bit. Come on, stop turning your head when I'm trying to look at your mouth, dude.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible. Look, guys, I
Nope,
just want to
that's not
thank
what I
my
wanted to do.
teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're gonna be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Alright, here we go. Okay. Man, I almost gotta go Florida again. I don't know if I can not.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not once.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in the
Yeah,
game.
keep talking that
Drop
crap,
back,
guys.
Scan and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's
All right,
harsh,
Nate.
4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Alright.
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was gonna be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job.
That's real
Just wait.
well.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
That's right. I'm shutting everybody up.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. So we got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you, bud.
Hey, JoJo.
Who's we? I did.
Yes.
Glad you noticed. Hey, boy,
Game day, baby. Game day.
get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
I don't understand why all my team is in
Players and coaches
national
over
championship outfits, but I'm in.
I'm here to play Florida State.
What?
The Seminoles, yeah.
You? Okay.
I gotta make it a rivalry
your
game
name?
on top of it.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't look so surprised.
All right.
It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh. Well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? Well, I've always had a big arm, so just throw it deep, let my receivers get under it.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I've done entertainer every time.
Heisman voter, right? Hey,
So
I'm,
I'm wondering what
year. Look out for me.
Oh,
this
I will.
choice
Okay.
will do for me. I don't want to be
listen.
redrafted by the Raiders
Ready,
again.
right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you,
I
man.
feel you, dog.
I got you.
I wonder if they'll bring back the little facial recognition, facial mapping software to eventually really make yourself the QB. Alright, what are we running here? This is the short one.
Ready? Set, go! Ready, break! Fire! You ready?
Press and release to throw a touch pass.
Big grip! Big grip!
What?
Here we go, set! 30 base! Hit it!
There we go. Well, I did that the first time.
Now! Set, ready? 18, Gator! Alright? Let's go now! 10-2 soft! Ready, ready! Ready, set! Set, hut! Set! 10 logo! Get it!
Oh. Okay,
Ready,
this was
ready?
accurate, but there was...
Shoot! Here we go, 50, plant! Hut, go! Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh.
R3.
Set, go.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're just gonna shut that coach up. It's 3. Okay, got about an hour left.
Outside a surprise snowstorm in North Texas with temps in the 20s, but that has not dampened the spirits of the folks inside of AT&T Stadium here in Arlington as we get set for the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. As we'll see the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Florida Gators.
What's up, bro? Good luck
What's
tonight.
up, Pat?
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Dude, I will.
Yeah.
I most definitely will.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal.
Go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. Now George. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Okay. 1 yard. All right, I'll take it.
Defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver
Thought he
open
came down with
downfield,
that.
as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, George. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance.
All right,
and
D,
made
good,
sure
good
that
stop,
they
good
didn't get anywhere
stop.
near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and
Did
out
not
to
need to-
start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Man, I really have no plays.
Now the first snap of his college football career as the Gators start 1st and 10.
Oh, shit. Man, I was looking through my tiny-ass playbook. I'm sorry.
And that'll be accepted, of course. And
All
that
right,
moves him
whatever.
back 5.
Still first down.
No.
Ready up. Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you. Now.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Gators have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
Oh, no, dude.
Sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have.
You had them blown up, and you give them 15 yards.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because official.
Hang on just 1 second.
Always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground with Cox. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On On third down, George. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
All right,
the good thing
defense.
about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You
To
know,
go out?
they
Yeah.
were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a
That's
fast
true.
start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick slant caught by Streets. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. You think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came in as a true freshman to lead this team. He's third all-time in passing yards in school history, second in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burke. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 1. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again.
No, that was not who I was going
and he's
to.
able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We got 4. 31's the mic. Let's go. Clear.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. We talked about how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
There we go.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the carry, this is Wilhoit. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on third down, George. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Got him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days, right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver.
No.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Damn it. I thought that guy was not there. I was only seeing the other guy.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time,
Defense
but
shut him down.
sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Will Hoyt.
No.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run now with Will Hoyt.
Shit.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this in. Touchdown Seminoles.
That's unfortunate.
Will Hoyt, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that,
all right,
they're
no
almost
big
like
deal.
big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Look at the spin. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I pressed triangle.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Jeff, look at me. Go. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Touchdown.
51 yards.
Chomp,
and the
chomp,
Gators
chomp.
push that lead out a bit further.
Oh, no. Dang it.
So
I was picking up my
blistering
controller.
start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Off-play action. George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. George to throw. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody
He caught it?
Out. And when no one's faked
No
out,
way.
result,
It was in my hands.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I don't understand how that dude came down with that ball.
Throwing again. George. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. George looking to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. Well, for anyone out there who was worried about how this quarterback would fare, he has proven all the doubters wrong. That is now 4 first-half touchdown passes. Just sensational. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Who's up? We up. Who's up? We up. Let's go.
Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
Play, let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And offensively here, you wouldn't know it by looking at it that Marcus Washington is not in the game.
That thought that maybe they would simplify the game.
And got his man, complete, 20. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down, here's an option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right,
well played. Play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And 3 yards there.
Our defense.
45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw. George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's Isaiah Streets. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 1st and 10, Florida.
Come on, D. Mike, 53.
All right, then, man.
Check Mike. Big grip.
Looking to throw. There's this out for Streets. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Let's go, D. Smooth. Hit it.
On play action, they'll throw. Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film and they'll game plan for him. But you look at our quarterback,
I guess I
he's
didn't
had
pull him
everything
over
go his
enough.
way so far. And as you just stated, no guarantees this continues on January the 7th, so we'll pump the brakes a little bit, but let's give credit where credit's due. In this ball game, he's been magnificent.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got another hookup here with Streets. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 14. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Anton Burke there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes now. You think about this being a guy who held a clipboard for 4 years, never played, didn't take a snap. And in this game, he couldn't have played any better if he had started 50 games. He's just been on point all game long. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Down.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Okay. I hit sticks, but it didn't do anything.
Into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown.
That's awesome.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
I guess I gotta hit X to
because once
stop
he took
that.
off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up
come on,
past
bro.
the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
2nd and 13. And he'll rifle one complete to Streets. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. And he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. On the ground, it's Clements. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He will find the open man at Streets. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down. The Gators now with a 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check 50.
This will be a carry for Clements. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Mike. 53's a Mike. 53. Check 53. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll run with Clements. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
90, hey, Sue, go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, blood. Hey, check 21, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now George. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first.
Should have had that.
It's 3rd down now. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to throw. George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So thanks to, if you can believe it, 6 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Florida Gators are moving on to play for a national championship on January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Of course you are. Now I got you in a national championship game.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well?
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. What? No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches his horn. Silver.
I'd go with Onyx.
Onyx? Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
All right.
Everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it? No?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
All right.